Welcome back to Raw Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the Bulls hosting the Hornets. And the Bulls are 4.5-point home favorites. The over-under is at 234.5. The Hornets are plus 160 on the money line, and the Bulls are minus 192. Now, these are the overnight odds. They're going to change the closer we get to tip-off tomorrow. They played twice this season. The Bulls beat the Hornets both games, 109-95 in Chicago, and then 115-108 in Charlotte. Lineups for this game, because this is going to be interesting: Ball, Green, Miller, Bridges, Williams. Miller is listed as questionable. Williams is listed as probable. Then Giddey, White, Levine, Williams, and Vucevic. White is listed as probable, and Giddey is listed as questionable. Now, this is going to be a game of teams just raining threes, because Levine was like hitting 4 a game for like 3 or 4 games in a row. LaMelo's good for 3 or 4 a game. It's wild how on the same night they both didn't hit their usual, but Vucevic usually is good for 1. White's usually good for 2. And you could always get these prop bets at a reasonable price. Now, head-to-head, the Bulls have beaten the Hornets the last 8 times they've played them. The Bulls are 9-1 against the Hornets in their last 10. The home team 6-4. The favorite has won and covered the last 8 games they've played against each other. The favorite is 9-1 against the spread and 9-1 on the money line. The under is hitting their last 2. The under is 8-2, and the under at 234.5 is a perfect 10-0. The Hornets are 2-8 in their last 10, 5-4-1 against the spread. The under is 8-2, but the over is hitting their last 2. 220, 219, 233, 229. 10-point loss to the Cavs, covered. 11-point win over the Suns, covered. 7-point loss to the Suns, pushed. And then a 5-point win over the Jazz. They did not cover. But yet again, all of this just depends upon where you got them, because this is where they closed, whether they covered or not. I know that the Suns were, the Jazz were they were 5 over them or 4 at some point, and then they closed higher. For the Bulls, they're 5-5 in their last 10, 6-4 against the spread. The under is 8-2. They've lost their last 3. 243, 243 again, 232, and then 204. 33-point win over the Wizards, covered. A 5-point loss to the Kings, they covered. 6-point loss to the Pelicans, they did not cover. And then a 16-point loss to the Hawks, they did not cover. This is interesting because I understand that the Bulls have dominated the Hornets. I just don't recall if LaMelo played in both of the games that the Bulls played against them, because with him in the lineup, that's 25 or 30 points a night minimum that the Hornets were missing. And in those games, I don't think they lost by 25 points. They lost by 14 in one game and by 7 in another. So with his points in there, they would have won and covered. I'm going to take the Hornets on the money line. I will take the Hornets getting the points. And I'm going to go under. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.